Welcome to the how-to video for the Differentiators and Integrators lab. Okay, let's see what we get out here. So here we're going to need 400 hertz. And we're going to get a triangular wave, and we have 1 volt peak to peak, which is going to be 0.5 peak. Okay. And let's turn them on. Let's turn our circuit on. And we have so let's turn on blue. And we're going to go triangular wave to square wave. Good. So let's move this. Let's go ahead and make it a little bigger. That'll work. Let's spread out and let's make them both the same size, 0.200 millivolts. Good. And actually, whoops, let's go to 200. Alrighty. And let's go ahead and go to single sequence. And let's go to measure. And we know what that is. And let's go to channel 2 and see what we got. Frequency should be the same as our input. Yeah, let's do period. Actually, let's do peak to peak. Back. Actually, that looks good. So let's call that good. Okay, it asks us to increase the frequency to 1 kilohertz. And let's go ahead and turn that off. Go to 1 kilohertz. And see if our amplitude increases. And it does. Spread it out a little bit, but our amplitude is now doubled, so the frequency does matter. I went ahead and reset our frequency back to 400, so now we want to input a square wave, and we should get a spiky wave out, and we do. And let's bring this down a little bit. The other down, there we go. And let's just take a look at that one spike. And we get a spiky output, exactly what it should be. Okay, let's start this and see what we get here. And that looks like an integrator, so let's go ahead and make sure we're running. And let's crank this up a little bit, spread it out. Do a single sequence so we can see it, and that looks good. We've got a nice integrated waveform from our square wave, and that's exactly what should look like. Okay, let's fire it up and see if we get an oscillation out of this guy. And nope. Oh, wait a minute, let's run. There we go. That's better. So let's bring this down, and we should get a square wave, I think, because that's what we have, and hopefully that's what we need. And let's see what our frequency is. So let's go ahead and do a sequence, and let's do a measure, and let's just see what our frequency is. 752 hertz. Looks good to me. Okay, I went back to our oscillator, saved it, and went to our integrator, and I copied and pasted and connected 2 circuits together. So let's see what we have here. Let's run stop, and ooh, that's looking good. We have a square wave in, and a rectangular wave out. That's exactly what we want to see. So we are generating a square wave, and maybe if I put the capacitors on there, they'll get a little square. I'll try that, and that's what we want.